You're brilliant, but you're invisible. And in today's world, being invisible is expensive. Hi, my name is Maukeni Ribeiro, and you are watching Positioned, a show where we talk about building a personal brand that brings value and opens doors. If you have seen this, it's not by chance. And if you have been wondering whether or not it's time for you to take your personal brand seriously, or whether you're conflicted about whether or not to start being visible in your career, this episode is for you. So in 2025, it's not enough to do the work. The work alone is not enough to get ahead. The most important thing is being seen by the right people. And for most career professionals, they believe my work must speak for me. And if you would bear me witness, sometimes when you sit in an appraisal or in an interview, you'd realize that the work isn't enough. It's important that the right people see you. It's important that the right perceptions are created about you and the value you bring to the table. There's always two different scenarios. Somebody who is brilliant and is going about being seen by the right people, engaging the right people, demonstrating the value they bring to the table, and actively networking. Then there's another person who's just as brilliant, but thinks that because I've done the work, other people will speak for me. Other people would say, I deserve this opportunity or the other. The truth is, the person who is being deliberate about building their personal brand, about growing their network, about demonstrating their value, about speaking to what interests them, will always have an upper hand. So the person who builds their career intentionally, not just through skill, but consistency, media presence, boldness, speaking about what they are interested in, will always have an upper hand. Meritocracy in today's world is not as worth its weight in gold as it was a few years ago. I know in Ghana and across Africa, most people tend to believe that it's important to place value on letting other people find you. In Akan, there's one of the proverbs that says, "Arinepa nkasa," which means good beats don't rattle. So if you're quiet, it will obviously show that you're building something that is worth the value. But the truth is that's not going to work. You end up losing out on opportunities because no one even knows that these are things you're interested in. You will lose out on promotions because people don't even know that you exist to think this person can do it or that person can do it. So if this sounds like you, here are a few practical tips that you can use to take one more step towards becoming more visible and to building a personal brand that communicates value. 1, keep a monthly brag file of wins. Find a way of documenting your story on a monthly basis. If it's a different milestone that you have achieved, if it's a new training that you've done, if there's something that your team has been able to do and there's a certain kind of resource that you can speak to, keep that and try as much as possible to talk about those things, not just with your superiors, but with the people that hold influence in your office. It's not always the higher ups who do. And then if you follow me on socials, you know that I'm a big stickler for posting a monthly dump. Don't just think of it as where you went to eat and what you went to do. Find a way to insert things like little wins from your work or little things you're interested in, just to give your audience an idea of what to associate with you. Another thing would be speak up in meetings. Visibility starts in the room. Put your hand up, volunteer for things outside the regular things that your boss will hand over to you. And when you do get into situations where, for instance, the office is doing something that requires some extra strengths that are outside your work, and you can speak to that, volunteer to do that. All of those things allow you to be visible and top of mind in the minds of the people who make the decisions. And finally, LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, wherever it is that you want to build some sort of visibility. Share a win every now and then. Make your competence visible. Because the truth is, there will always be people who like you and people who do not like you. And that shouldn't be what determines whether you get ahead. Everyone should agree, even if they don't like you, that you're competent. And one of the ways they would know that is because you talk about the things you do, you share your wins. I hope that this was helpful. If you found this helpful, watch my next video on why building a personal brand is not just self-promotion. And by all means, subscribe to my email list where you will constantly get tips on how to get seen, heard, and paid. See you in the next one.